All right, everyone. Let's see here. I'm just going to check and see if everybody is good to go. All right. Let's see. All right. So, all right. All right. We'll get started here. All right, guys. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. All right. All right, guys. So we're gonna get started here, and let's go. All right. We're gonna get going here. All right. Okay, so all right, guys. So this is going to be the one thing we're going to be looking at. All right. So with everyone here, sorry about that. I was trying to make sure I was getting the right thing. I was looking at a few different things for us. So, one thing I wanted to go over today, number one, so there's going to be a two-part, is finding the right tokens. Now, yes, we will be looking at this, and for everyone interested that will be doing the DEX trading, this is what we're going to be doing. So this is going to right now the market's down, so I was debating on pushing it off, but we're not going to be pushing it off. Um, okay, thank you very much. Okay, so with everybody here, it should be, so this is my main goal, is first of all to find different tokens. If you're new to DEX trading, that may be something that we kind of we're going to be doing as a group. So the one thing that I would like to share is kind of looking at various DEX options first of all. So you're going to look here, and you want to make sure when you're picking one. For me, I go by the contract address, number one. And so you want to make sure, because there's going to be a lot of ones. If you type in just the name, it's going to give you like maybe 5 sometimes that could be similar in name. Okay. So that's one thing you want to avoid, is just typing in the name. You want to search by the actual contract address here. Okay, so as you can see, not only with your with DEXs and using bots, you can actually trade regular tokens. This usually fares better if you're trading a very volatile asset, more so a stable asset that may be used for, a tier one, a DEX, I mean, you could use a DEX, but if it's something that, has a deeper liquidity, it's probably easiest to trade not on Trojan or another various bot. So what we're going to look at today is first finding a few, and this is going to be a two-part. So today the market is a little finicky. Not going to go into probably, I'm going to show everybody how to do everything. So if you have your wallet, get your wallet set up now. We're going to go ahead and look into a few of these, and I'm going to show you how to set up your wallet, okay? And so one of the things is also, another thing, on DEX Screener, you never click on something that you did not get. I actually have heard from people recently, they said, well, I got like for some reason in my wallet, I kept receiving various like meme coins. First of all, like if you did not buy it, don't interact with it. There's ways that they can actually absolutely drain your account this way. But this is actually an amazing way for us to find some quick runners. This one is really hot right now. This one right here. I'm going to show you, and it's Q4. This one has, and this may not be at the top, but see, this one's number 43. But this is one that has recently done very well. So if we go to charts, okay, so we absolutely see what happens on some of these guys, right? So a lot of times if they're newer, you can go to like a 15 or like say like let's go to 4 hours. Kind of stretch the chart out here. And so if you look at this chart, let's get it out a little bit. Let's see. Let's go to 2 hours. Okay. So for some of these charts here, so as you can see here, let's go over here. What are the main things that I'm going to look at? Is, boom. This trend line kind of probably went down a little bit more. Probably about here. Yeah, probably was still green when that there. So one of the things I'm looking for, and this is, you know, I mean, this is not something you're going to do everyday TA with outside of meme coins, but for DEX trading, this is big, and there's a lot of times what they're going to look for in a token, especially on DEX, and a lot of these meme coins. So if you kind of look, this should be about right. Yeah, about right. So somewhere in those lines, wasn't perfect. But as you see right here, drew a little bit back. Let me take that back. Somewhere around here. But anyways, as you see, kind of the goal here is with a lot of these is the 4 hours. So I could have probably drawn this. Like I said, this one had already broken out. But this one was just a little bit, like if we had went here, probably like a little bit down, probably here, and this one just a little bit down here. Okay, yeah, so like this one absolutely broke out. You can kind of see that consolidation here, and then boom, up. So these are the ones that we're looking for. Now, one of the other things is also going to be taking messages here. So let's go to trade chat. Okay, I think you're my okay. Yep. Let's see. Good to go. All right. So let's see here. Should be good to go. I think I fixed it a while ago. Okay, yeah, I fixed it a while ago. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So all right, so you guys understand basic TA, right? So that's easy enough. These are some of the things that we're looking for deck screeners. So if you guys are out looking for this, this is going to be one of the things that you're looking at. Okay, so if you there's thousands and thousands of these. So sometimes if you guys are looking, this is going to be one of those things you're looking at. Look at this one right here. So this one's absolutely broken out. Not all the way, but I mean, as you see, it's made a good bounce here. And so our goal would be to preferably pick up something. So it depends. It depends on how old the token is. Usually with these, you can't go to the daily because you're just going to see one large green candle. And that's the only thing. Usually like the 2 or the 4 hour, sometimes you won't even be able to do this. Now that is, so for ones that are fairly new, this may be $200,000, $300,000 market cap, sometimes in the 150. You'll be able to do this. Now remember, a lot of these aren't going to come with TA, first of all, because they're very volatile. But and also the length of the project is not that old. So but I know people that trade on DEX, this is their number one things, right? They, you know, just literally draw this out, look for consolidation in the chart here, and more times than not, you're going to get a break up to the upside. So you're going to be drawing this generally on the 4 hour, 2 hour, and just keeping it simple. So like here, you want to see, look at this. So there's also something. So you're going to want to come down and look at transactions. Are there more green transactions than red? And sometimes they can meet in the middle, and that's okay. But let's go back to like the 5 minute here. Don't worry about that. We'll go ahead and yeah, don't worry about this. But so if you go here, let's go to the 1 minute. So if you look on Dex Screener, let's see how fast these things move. So this one's starting to get established. I'm gonna it's a good meta. So when I'm looking for various coins, I'm looking for, does it have something unique about the token? Now, I'm not asking, anybody that's new to kind of find these. That's my job that I'm going to be doing, is helping the group find these tokens. And so that's just one thing that I wanted to point out here. Is Dex Screener. So let's go back here and look at some various other ones. So I'm going to look at Sol. Now, we can also do this with Base. Okay, Base has been very, very, let's see, the China is going to draw. Okay, so these are, this is Dex Screener, right? So I want to tell you something about Dex Screener, because we need to go over everything. All right, so if you go to trending on like the hour, okay, one thing to look at that. The one I picked, Q4, I swear on everything, I did not pick that. So look, I did not look at this beforehand. I just got it up. Q4 is trending. It's got a good meta. Like, oh my gosh, it's quarter 4. What the heck's going on? Very good meta. Let's see. Let's see here. So very good meta on that token. So it is trending, but also sometimes when it's trending, they can pay for boost. So you can pay for a boost on Dex Screener. So say you make a token and you want your token to get out there more, you can also pay Dex Screener to boost your token for a certain amount of hours. So just because it's boosted or trending does not mean that it's trending because everybody's on it, but it actually it helps with visibility. So that's going to be one of the big things. You can come down here, kind of check what's trending on the hourly. So we do see Q4 is like number 500. And yeah, so you can kind of look here. So a few of these tokens, let's look here. So this is one stream Sol. Also, you are going to get tokens on here that are actually, that you can, real tokens. Like, now I'm not saying meme coins aren't real tokens, but there's going to be RWAs. There's going to be, AI plays. Now remember, guys, the way I look at Pump Fun is like, you're in and out, and unless you catch a runner that's established, and even then you want to be very careful. They have not been really sustainable, but then again, there has been some. If you look back, there's been a lot of tokens that have been very successful. So let's look at this. Look at this, guys. Okay, transactions, green, off the map on this one for the last few minutes. Look, nothing but green. So we can hypothesize this one's probably going to run, but we also got to look at where we're at. So see, when people are selling, there's somebody coming out there and selling. So there's look, 0.01 sold, 0.79 sold. So you can actually see, who's buying and selling. You can actually look for the snipers, and that's kind of like what we do as well. But let's just go here. See, you can't even check this one on the 4 hour. And so this is the excitement, guys, that I have for the group. So say we got in here at fractions of penny, and you're already doing like I don't even know what that is. Like let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, so anyways, we're gonna look at this. So it's absolutely, easy to make money, but it's also easy to lose money. You don't want to be in the back end of a lot of these, and you also want to let's see. Okay, so it looks like we had some of our group members not make it. They were that's interesting. I guess some people made it. All right, and so anyways, some people may be interested in DEX trading and some may not. It does come with risk. Nothing's risk free. But these are some of the things that you know, I'll be looking for in DEX trading. One other thing is it's not something you leave alone. Unfortunately, sometimes you know you leave it alone. You know, and things work out. And then you go, you know, and you know, you don't want to leave it alone because oftentimes these things move, and if they move violently in the upwards direction, you want to catch that. Okay, so that's something that if you're DEX trading, it's not like leverage trading where you can just leave it there. It's something you want to act fast on. Okay, so that is something to you know, to keep in mind there. All right, so if we go down, let's just kind of look, right? So you want to, so we want to look at, let's see here. So we can see the market caps. We don't want nothing too high here. So, you know, and I'm not saying do this on your, this is addicting too. Don't do this like leverage. I not financial advice, do what you want, but you want to find something, and you also want to kind of look at the project. So what I do is I look at who made the project. Are they doxed? Are they, you know, possibly involved in rug, you know, rug pulls? You're not going to be able to find the founder of each, but you can try to put the pieces to the puzzle together just by looking at the token, seeing if the creators had any other successful tokens. Okay, so look at this. In 5 minutes, 6% up. Look at this one. In 5 minutes, let's go to this one right here. In 5 minutes, okay, see how that was 50% up in the last 5 minutes, and now it's just like boom, candle drop. So this is the cool thing about this is 5 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 minutes old, guys. So you're looking at uh a 4x, or actually it would have been a 5x in less than an hour here. But see that? Do you see that? That was coming. I already knew that was coming because early people are going to take profits. See how they're taking profits right now? So see, you can, and you can monitor the transactions. So some people are gonna, that's gonna come up a little bit. See, called it right before. You're gonna be able to tell where this chart's going if you keep the transactions up. So we got a little bit of green mixed a little bit of red, probably come up a little bit more, maybe. Let's see. It's kind of balanced right now. Okay, it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up a little bit. There we go. So as you see, it's going to come up a little bit. So this one is like one of those ones that we can look at. So, you know, various tokens here. So where was this on? So, so that's Rep XPL. Oh wow! So we got the XPL. We got Plasma. That was one of our moves. That was a good play. XPL. Wow, they came out bumping on it, didn't they? That's a plasma play. That's pretty cool. That's cool. They're bumping already. Plasma plays. That's wow. So these are betas for plasma. So that's not Sol. Um, but yeah, so anyways, this is Dex Screener in a nutshell. But so this is the thing. So say we were going to go into, let's pick a random Soul token that's doing okay. I mean, the Pancake Swap and BNBs had like a little run here. As you guys see, guys, it is not something necessarily. Let's just let's just go back to trending. We'll just put 24 hours just to open it up a little bit. Things are down right now. It's not a real great, so we're gonna get this down and, you know, do trading days whenever. And we are gonna do trading days like often. As you see, everything's down right now. It's not something, we're not here to lose capital, but we want to be prepared because this is absolutely going to be fun. So I'll get into some of the details now. So if you guys have any questions, let's go to this one. This one has been continually popping. I believe I'd have to double check. Yep, XVM. I know you guys have heard of this one, right? I mean, come on. I think we've all heard of this one. And so, I mean, yeah, you could draw, I mean, anything and just say that that thing's been compressed. But Yeah, so there you go. Like you're gonna have various tokens that you can invest in. But look, here's one that I want to bring up. Perfect example for the group, guys. Perfect example here. Sorry, I actually just bought a new headset, so like I said, this one wasn't adjusted. So, this is Burt. This was a play we are in, and we are up. We are up on Burt. Look at that play. So this is a play from our group. Um, Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's the key, guys. When the liquidity's here, it's here. And guys, this is look at this. Bird at 7 cents, it's already up 0.07767. So you can actually trade Bird on the you can actually trade Bird let's see on Dex Screener. You don't have to trade actually on a tier one to trade Brett or Bert. But one thing I'd like to say is that you know um, you don't. I wouldn't necessarily be looking for like trading Bert where you can just trade it on a tier one because there's not slippage on Bert. Like it doesn't warn you of high slippage, so there's enough liquidity on some of these. But let's go here. So like if you had looked at this, let's see, do this best I can. Trying to be quick. Okay. Trying to be as fast as possible. Okay. Oh, got away from it. We got there. Okay. So that would have helped me out some. Also, this let me see if I can widen this up a little bit. Anyways, all right. Because I need to share the Telegram with you guys at the same time. Anyways, if you kind of look here, right here on Bert, these are great examples. Sorry, let me bring that up a little bit. Where's that at? That's probably about out there. So let me see. Let me try to connect this out. So just rough drawing here. Let's see. Kind of bring that up a little bit more. Okay, but as you guys see, I'm not going to take real long, but like as you guys see, these are very easy to measure depending on the hour time frame. You can go to the daily and measure these out. Obviously, like I'm just being really very brief in these, but as you guys see, this is an easy pattern for you guys to draw. Especially for meme coins, they love to trade in these patterns. They love to trade in these pennant patterns. And so, as you can see with Bert, we had consolidation, a little bit up, kind of came back, and we had that explosive move up. So like Bert, you can go to the daily and check that, right? So that's what we're looking at. Now remember, Bert is available on tier ones, and it has absolutely shredded. It's over a penny since we first talked about Bert. I know Bert's been around earlier, but see, like if you had got Bert, way back here on Dexter, look at this at 1 cent. So that was an 8x. That's an 8x on Dex. Look at that. So it was a penny here. Bert was a penny here. Okay. So if you look at that, it's up 8x. That's a penny. That's an 8x when it made it on tier one. So I guarantee you Bert's going to do numbers. I said this before, Bert's going to do numbers. But you guys get it. So you can redraw these patterns yourself. They're pretty simple pennant patterns. But these meme coins, they love to be traded on these pennant patterns. I'm kind of dual sharing the screen right now in order to kind of show you this Telegram. Now, I do want to show you guys, just kind of, how Telegram works and what I want you guys to do. I do want you guys to be careful. Don't share any of your your important buy and sell stuff here. Okay. When we do for today, we're going to be looking at how we do our trading. Okay. So let's see here. Is it worth finding coins that are newly listed to get into the initial pump? So look, that's a great question. No, not exactly, because some are rug pulls, right? Some are absolute rug pulls. And so you don't want to just jump into any token thinking they're going to run. It's got to have that, that flair to it is what I call it. So like FAFO. Like, I mean, like, okay, so like fuck around and find out, right? Like, or there's other things that have like, appeal to them. Um, like which was one? See, like this one is like on base, so you can also trade on base, and also you can separate these pairs by chain. So you can go hit up here and go ahead and put filters on, and so you can literally just put let's see, all platforms, all DEX. So you can change the DEX. You can put like specific chains. You can do that. So, but like this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for various, and for right now I'm just focusing on Sol. Sol has not been like a sustainer. Bert did very well, but this is what also can happen um, in DEX trading. So like right here, this is on the daily, but like if you went to like the 4 hour, like this one here actually like doesn't look so bad, to be honest with you, but you do want to look at like kind of like buys and sells on this, and you want to kind of see where it was. But like this is what you're looking for, is like if you had drawn, like, let's see, like right here, like if you had drawn that pennant pattern right here, look at that explosion up. And but you would have wanted to sell either like here or here, right? Like you would not have wanted to wait and just, oh, I'm going to hold this one because like boom, we're going straight down. So the one thing, I'm not going to go into charting these too much. I already went over it. It's just simple for me, especially with DEX trading, is just simple pennant patterns. They love to follow these, like as you can see right here again. Like if you drew this out right here, excuse me here, let's see, and so I mean, if you just follow these, they're pretty easy reads. And sorry, I have a few things. And so, I mean, they're kind of just easy reads here. And like I said, guys, I'm not someone that's, I'm more focused on trading than I am on, let's see, YouTube. But you can kind of see here, and I would adjust this a little bit, but adjust this up. But anyways, you can kind of see that. I'm not gonna. I'm trying to adjust this, but yeah. Anyways, this thing's giving me a hard time. As you can see, the pennant pattern form right here, and so you can kind of see that. Let me see. Reset chart view. And so, I mean, you can see this here with any of these. Let me see. Bam. So just about that right there. Trying to get that out of there. There we go. So now you can see this better. Okay, there you go. Just about make that touch. So there you go. And match that up, pop that. Make sure, you want to make sure your points are touching, and this one actually goes a little bit higher here, about like there. This one should go here. There you go. So you guys get the point with that. So look at that. Perfect pennant pattern right here. And then bam. I mean, explosiveness, right? Like, so that's what we're looking for on these charts. And that's on the 4 hourly. So like, as you can see here, it built up, and then we had consolidation, and then boom. So my main goal is not to sit here and be there. There's various types of traders. So I want to talk about this, and I'm also actually going to go into something else today, guys. Something pretty cool that I want to talk to the group about. So just with that being said, I know this is a recorded video, so you guys will, be able to look at it if you guys want to. And so, yeah, I do want to talk about a few things, crypto, when we get back here. So, from DEX screening. So, DEX trading is one thing that is very volatile. If you actually look at this, this is actually a move that you can think about, but we also want to examine the market cap here. Where's that candle sit? Where's that candle sit? Is that halfway? Is that? Let me see. Anyways, let's see. I want to draw that out probably a little bit longer, kind of widen it. Yeah, just about. And let's see here. And so, I mean, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Let me see here. Let's see. Let me see. Trying to also share the Telegram screen if you guys also want to set up. Okay, let me see. All right, there we go. There we go. A little bit higher there. Okay, but as you guys see, so I mean, they basically follow these pennant patterns. So, like, if you could look here, on the 4 hourly, and yeah, I mean, look at this. So we have consolidation here. Now that's not a guarantee. If we look at that, right? I mean, we see one pennant, two flags on it. Two flags on that son of a gun. Yeah, it could go. There's some people picking up some, some soul on here. We have some green buys in here. Maybe somebody probably literally just did that. I mean, but you can kind of, I'm not gonna mess with this. But anyways, you guys get the picture with that. So those are ways that you can kind of look. But also, guys, I want to remind you guys. You look at this. So you guys have noticed this, and I wanted this to be an all-around video for us. And I'm also going to be doing some rearranging of basically what we do in a week. Okay, so I want to do some live leverage trading during the week. Okay, and so the live leverage trading is going to serve as we're going to have trades on there, but also maybe do some live leverage trading. Now, today, I will tell you, just looking across the board, I'm not going to like sit here and say like where we have things mostly in the red, market pull back, maybe not extremely good day, but we want to catch these things before they're going out of before they're pumping. So I want to ask you guys, let's go here. If you have not downloaded this, this is all you need to download. So there's Diomedes, Agamon, all these are good, okay? On Trojan, on Solana, okay? All these are good. And so you can kind of look at those. They're all, the reason why I don't use the original Trojan, Diomedes and Agamon, I use those two just because Trojan on Solana, the original ones, they just started to do some offshoots because the other ones were getting clogged up and being a little bit slow. So these just execute your trade slower. No, it does not matter. I like Diomedes or Agamon myself, but it does not matter which one you use. Now, I wanted to go to the wallet. So this is one thing. Do not interact with anything that is not yours, okay? So if you receive like an airdrop of some token, do not touch that token. Do not sell that token. Yes, people don't talk about that, but I've been around for a while. Sometimes you will get various tokens that will be sent to your DEX trader. So guys, I'm going to say right now, get ready, lock and load, because there's going to be plays. But the thing it requires you to be right here the whole time, whether you're on your laptop, your setup, you're on the road, whatever, you're going to need to be within the trade. So, as an example, this could be sent. This, you can still trade Filecoin on X. In fact, you know, sometimes you can do very good with even some of those. But I do prefer to trade the larger cap games on a tier one if they've made it to a tier one. If they've made it to a tier one, because Dash Trainer, sometimes the bots, you know, do cap the upside. So, but sometimes you're left with a fee. The bot is about the same, but you can sell it at market price and make sure you hit that market price where it's extra if the price falls. So you have a limit is going to try to execute as fast as possible. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to look at this one. I mean, look at this one, the forwardly. You still have this. You guys are this is not perfect, but this is this here. Yes, okay, longer, but you can still see it right here. And boom, it broke to the upside. Now, this one, obviously, said you're not going to get TA out of that right there. You just see, you know, or is the mean continuous one or the stable? Try to find the see. Okay, let's see what it says. So, okay. Can you guys hear me good now? Let's see. Good. Okay. So, let's see. I see Tang here, and oops. Okay. Let's see. All right. See if you guys are good now. Can you guys hear? Everybody's good? Okay. You know what, guys? Let's do this. Okay. Um, let's take let's take 5. Okay, it's better. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyways, I run a few VPNs on here, so it just depends. I took one of them off. Anyways, not this one. I would never suggest running this one. This one's just junk. I gotta throw away, but it's got a year membership. Anyways, we'll finish this out for now. And anyways, like I said, I will yeah, so I'll get into this. Okay, it's good now. I'm going to use my other internet. So when I went on the boat, I brought my my stick with me so I can travel. That's one I use like when I'm traveling airplanes, different stuff. I'm going to pop that one back in for streams. So excuse me for this, but I know you guys had a time frame and it was a little bit tight. I was trying to get here. I thought it was going to be 3 p.m. today. So like I said, I was, you know, didn't want you guys waiting, so I kind of just jumped into it. Anyways, Not a big deal. We'll just finish up right here. And this is just a start of this, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring us onto a private streaming for the group for whoever wants to do this on the weekends with me. That's the main getaway for today. And I'm going to talk about where to set your slippage, how to get ready. The market's overall red right here. I mean, you have a few percentage points up, but you're larger, 22%. The market's dipping right now, but this is something we want to have mastered before the liquidity comes. When the liquidity comes, this is an absolute easy thing to bag. You know, like I said, Bert. Look at Bert. I mean, that was a great. Oh, sorry, I'm not going back to Bert, but Bert was a great call. It's got the meta behind Bert, and so you know, like I said, you can draw those yourself, but you can kind of look. BNB's been running super heavy recently. Um, BNB's been running good. You know, been running very well recently. BNB has been pumping all their tokens. You know, it's just been BNB season all around. But you can designate a blockchain, so we can go into wrapped ETH. It's pretty easy on the Uniswap V3 or V2 bot. But for right now, I'm just going to focus on like Sol. The thing is with Sol is it's pretty easy to get in and out of these, but the thing is some of these can absolutely rug pull on you. So if they're not doing good, you want to be very careful. So what you want to look at is like open interest across socials is what I do. I look for any type of the devs actually working to try to get that project out there. That is the main thing that I'm looking at. I'm looking, is the dev working? Is he trying to put things up on you know, X, or she put things up on X? It depends on the dev, but you want to see the dev being super active versus like a really cheap, shitty X page that has like 2 posts or something like that. You want to kind of see if these people are pumping, if they've got any influencers talking about it. You got to be careful too, because just like 5 or 6 people talking about it, they could be just trying to show you their bag and get out of the get out of it. Okay, so the way it would work is this. I'm going to go to one on Sol. Let's go to Soul Wars. Okay, ooh, that chart took a bow, but as you can see, a lot of people are selling right now. Now, some of these will never come back, and that's something we need to remember here. And I'm going to keep this short. And when we do, we're going to start doing trading. So I'm going to go over this now, and we're going to start doing some trading. And I'll have everything set up for us. So some of these don't come back, but if you get in here, that's 4 fractions 8. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 4 fractions 8. And then if you sold here, that's 2. So I mean you're doing multiple X's, you know, very fast. So like that's what I always say is you need to de-risk. And I'm going to leave the charts at this, but you need to de-risk. So our job is to find something that has some meta, like Soul Wars kind of pops out to you. But like if you look, you want to find something that's really pops your eyes. Like let's go to Bert and see why does Bert have retail attraction? Um, Anyways, you can even trade AV&T on here. Like you can trade anything on a DEX. But besides that, you want to, what the goal is to find something that is trending, or something that, you know, really appeals. To me, Q4 just popped out. The reason why is Q4 sounds completely like where we're all at. Like, damn, it's Q4, like, right, like it's got the meta. Okay, so going into that, this is what you will be doing, guys. So I want to just quickly go over that. So this is what we will be doing. Now, I have not decided, guys. This is just still open air. The market is still testing our patience. And one of the things I want to talk to you guys about is another important thing. And I'm going to save that for a video tomorrow. I'll make sure all the videos are good to go. And yeah. So anyways, this is Dex Screener in a nutshell. But oh yeah, I gotta show you how to do that. So before I come back over here to Dex Screener, I'm going to show you this right here. So if you're starting, okay, remember, never show anybody this. I don't care about mine. I have like 30,000 in here. I'm not too concerned with mine to show you. I don't care if somebody tries to send me fake shit. I'm not stupid enough, and I'm just gonna empty this wallet and start another one. So that's why I brought this here to you guys today. So like, if you go here, you can go here. So like, buy the buy slippage. Okay. So if you click that, change the value. So guys, go here. Let me make sure everybody can hear me. Everybody's good. Okay. Um, go to buy slippage. Okay. If everybody's there. No. No, it's and we're doing some of the fun. But right now I'm not going to put you guys. One of the things, guys, I'll tell you all the time is I don't want to put you guys in any of the danger, but also like I want you guys to catch upside. Right now is preparing us to go in, but I don't want us to be getting, you know, any losses going into this, because that's no fun. It's no fun to start with losses. But I do want to get you guys to be able to set up your Trojans and be ready, because the next meeting we may be, you know, trading these. And so I'm going to teach you right now how to trade these. It's very simple. So I'm just going to make sure to show you guys. I went over some of the charting of how to do the charting, if you want to look, because guys, look, there's thousands and there's like hundreds made every minute. And so if you look on here, there's hundreds made every minute. And so one person's eyes are not, I mean, it's only one person. 10 people's eyes are only 10 people. You know, 20, you're still, that's up there. You know, the more people you have looking, the more opportunities you have. So if you find something that really pops your mind, that's like, man, that hits home with me. You want something that's like, that's cool, that hits home. Those are the ones that are going to run. Or that's, oh wow, that's wild, or that's something. So that's going to run. Like, as you're going to see Q4, I called Q4 at the beginning of this. It just looks really, you know, and I charted that out. That's a beautiful pennant pattern. If you went here, for those just joining, just real quick, if you went to, I think maybe we have to go to like the 2 hour. But yeah, I mean, just right there. I mean, if you looked at it right here, just beautiful textbook. I mean, it's textbook, guys. I mean, really. I mean, this stuff with these memes. Now, I can't tell you, like, it's with these memes, it is textbook. I want to say that the pump actually came after. I want to say that the pump probably came. Um, yeah, I want to say it. Yeah, yeah, some around there. But yeah, the pump probably came. It probably actually had that red candle within its consolidation there. Anyways, barring that, you know, it's not a big deal there. But you guys get the general direction of this right here. And yeah, this is just for anybody coming in real quick. I'm just going to throw this up, not going to spend too much time on it. But this is what you're looking for, right? You're looking for tokens on, especially meme coins. They love to chart these out just like this. So they're looking for exactly this, right? So you're looking for textbook flagpoles, and generally they break up to the downside. Now, yes, this can break down to the upside. Now, it can break down to the downside. It depends on the meta of the token. Okay, so this would have been a play once the group's ready that I could have got us into, like, probably around here. So I would have drawn this out and I would have said, okay, you know, it's actually holding a, look at that, good foundation right there above that close. So I mean, like, you know, and it's consolidating here, right? So we have multiple 2 hour consolidations, and then we had one red, which could have spooked some people out. But look at the orders. So people kind of understand. I think this one could be a runner. But one of the things is with these, we don't want to get overly greedy. Like on that huge pump up, that's when we sell. So let's go here, guys. Barring that, if we go here, okay, I don't care about mine. Okay, I'm burning everything from this wallet anyway. I think it's like 20 or 30K on here. I'm just burning this. So I'm just using this as an example, guys. You know, so anyways, if you check this out, and like I said, like this one right here, if you wanna play around with this one, you can look at this one right here, but let's go maybe to like the 15-minute and look at my drawing, guys. Look at the charting on that. So I mean, it was close. Like I said, I think some of these reds were closing inside of that pattern, but you can see that pennant pattern break out on the 15-minute. Isn't that interesting? That's pretty. I mean, you know, just for some deck screen or TA, that took 2 seconds. But you can see, look at the compression. See, I probably could have came up with that just a little bit here, and this one maybe down a little bit. But let me see. Anyways, let's see, and extended it maybe out a little bit. I want to include this to like, let me see. Yeah, something around there. But you guys get the picture. So on the larger time frame, like you guys get it here. And so let me see. So draw it out. It would have been a little bit longer draw if I had taken my time on this, but you know, you guys see here the general what I'm talking about here. So on that pennant pattern there, I'm such a professional. I hate if it's not done right. Okay. Something around there. As you can see, consolidating almost to the peak, and boom, to a blast off. So you can kind of see here, if I had drawn that out, it would have been a good play to get in here, right, within that pennant, and boom, it breaks out. So I just want to say this: it looks to be forming another pennant. Now we don't know yet. Look at this, but look at this. You can do the same thing. So you know, it's too early right now, but you can draw a trend line. Look at this. So right here, once again, so you can draw your own trend line. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. And so you can look at these now. Now, I'm not saying trade these on your own, guys. Like that's like the last thing I would, you know, recommend is just going in blind with these. Going in blind, but like I said, it's just some deck screener TA. But anyway, yeah, I wouldn't recommend going in blind with these, but like you can kind of check those out right there. And so you can kind of see if it stays within that pattern, holds this structure. You can kind of see if it breaks down. And so like that's one thing. If like you get a breakdown of these, like that's one thing you want to avoid. Now, yes, things can recover, but our goal would have been, like my goal would have been, bam, I would have been selling like right here. I may not have even taken that risk. It would have depended on the sells and buys, but like I would have been selling right up here. So like that would have been like a clear two. So this was a 2.53x off of that. So like that would have been like a 3x, an easy 3x play right there that we could have we could be throwing out. Okay. All right, off of that, I did tell you guys, so like when you go to a pair, let's see. Yeah, I'll square that up after. So let me go to this first. Okay. Anyways, if you look here, you can go to your main screen and it's going to put buy amounts. So if you click on buy amounts, you can pencil in how much SOL you want to start with. You can start with 0.1 SOL. All you need to know is you need to have a little bit of extra SOL for gas. So you need to keep, $5, $10 in gas to execute your trades. Gas fees just equal a little bit of extra SOL. So you want to have a little bit of extra SOL to execute your trades. The larger your trades, you want to have a little bit of extra gas just in case the network's very busy. Fees may go up just a little bit, and you want to make sure to execute your trade. Now, if you went on to Pump Fund and try to trade just on Pump Fund, you'd be getting wrecked 24/7, 7 days a week, because we can trade on this way faster than they can press thumbs, and you're literally going to trade on Pump Fund until literally every transaction is denied. Okay, So going forward, everybody, let's start this. Okay, we're going to be trading this. I'm going to do this morning and night each weekend on Saturdays and Sundays. Everything will be set up. So this is just a trial run. You guys know I'm not some YouTube person. I'm not really trying to be. I trade for a living. You know that's my thing. You know, and I've done it successfully for most of my life. You know, I know some people come here. I may be doing some TA videos soon. And stuff like that. And there's something I really got to share with you guys, really, that I got to share with you guys, okay? Excuse me. Yes, I am in Brazil. You guys know that. But anyways, I really got to share something with you guys, okay? And it's super bullish. And, you know, we're going to get ready, okay? We're not getting wrecked. Check's not putting you out to get wrecked early. For Christ's sakes, nobody needs that, okay? But I'm just going to show you something here, okay? So what I clicked on was buy slippage, okay? So I'm going to click on it again for shit's sakes. Okay, change the value of your default buy slippage, e.g. 10%. So what I have is 15%. I keep 15% on mine, but let's just say you want 13%. Okay, so now it just changed my buy slippage to 13%. So guys, 13s are a lucky number. Put it to 13, okay? 13's good, 15's good too. I sometimes alternate, 13 or 15, one of the two. Because this is why, guess what? If that token pumps as you're selling it, the bot is so fast you will literally catch the upside of that pump. So you may be selling it at a 30% gain or say a 200% gain, and it goes up by 20%. You will end up with a 215% gain because your slippage is within 15%. So if it goes up 20%, it'll at least execute. Say it goes up within 10%, it'll get that 10% trade for you. So it actually catch the upside. And it's meant to execute the trade even if volatility goes to the downside within 15%. Okay, so it catches, you know, either way. Unfortunately, like if you put that transaction in the chart immediately, you know, bots are super fast. They're called snipers. It's a sniper bot for a reason. But remember, there's super volatility within these. Okay, so you want to set your slippage. I say 13%. Maybe I'm not happy with that. I'll click it again and I'll click 15%. I like 15% and 13. So I'm going to put 15%, okay? Now, buy amounts does not mean you're buying SOL on DEX Screener. Sorry for the tab. Does not mean you're buying any SOL on DEX Screener, okay? Buy amounts are just what you've penciled in. Okay, so as you see, mine has 10 sold. No, I don't recommend you do 10 sold, or yours might say 5 or 10 sold. Don't know, but I don't recommend that. That's just me. I recommend, like, if it's a super play, we know, like, hey, it's getting listings. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's not. But, you know, say you want to change that. You don't like it. So you'll click. So change the value, right? So I'm going to put, like, what do we already have? Like, 0.05 or 0.05. Okay, now do you see how I have 0.05 SOL? Okay, all right, so now we're rocking, right? So now we have 0.05 SOL, 0.25 SOL, 1 SOL, and also, guys, don't forget, you can change this one and say, shoot, I want to do 0.015 SOL. Okay, so now when it's time to buy, you have that ready. All right, so look, I'm not gonna let's see. And so let's see. You can click start. So, like I said, like for me, let's see. I don't know. Yeah, this is a burner. This should be a burner. Okay, cool. All right, so this is a burner account. All right, and oh, I'm glad. I was like, man, I hope if it either way, it's I'm burning the tokens out of these out of my account anyway. So if we go here, I think it'll pull up one of my old accounts. It doesn't matter. I'm burning these anyway. So you can click on positions. Yep. So this is like my old account. Like I don't really care. Don't really care. So I have like 132 SOL in there. It's nothing crazy. But you can see like what you're down on it. So I'm down 83 cents on what is it? So like Giga was down on that. So like these are some of these old like Mask can just be Mask is super down. That one's like a meta play. I made a lot of money on Mask, and then I went back in with a little bit. So I lost 41 bucks. So like you see like this one, okay, like Tars, this one's like a flunker. Some of my Tars was on a you know, platform, put it in the wallet. But for this, like, who knows? May keep it, maybe try to off it. It's at like a $90 loss, whatever, right? I'm not going to go through this, but like as you see, like I don't care about this for people seeing like the wallet address. All you can do is fill it up, and I'm going to burn most of this $26,000 off of this thing. So what you would do here, as you guys see, so this is what you would do. So if I want to sell Giga, I'm going to click on Giga, okay, and then it's going to take. Then that means I'm going to sell Giga. So I can literally click sell 100%, and boom, it's done. Okay, that's all. Sell 50%, boom, that's done. Okay, and also see buy X Sol, when it's not talking about buy Solana from a store. It's talking about like on Giga. If I click on Giga and I click buy one Sol, it's going to buy more of Giga. Okay, same thing with AU79, right? If I click AU79, and like I said, this is a burner account. I'm burning everything out of this. And so like I said, I'm getting rid of all my positions in here. Anyways, you can, I don't know why it's looks like, is everybody good? Let's see if everybody can hear me good. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, good. All right. Anyways, so I'm going to finish this up. And if anyone has any questions about this, so like, anyways, you click on the one that you want to sell. Okay, you can click sell 100%. You can click, sell 50%. Generally I'll sell 100%. So all you're going to do is click sell 100%. Okay, that's what I do. And if you want to say the trade's going really well and you want to add, you can click buy 0.25 Sol. As you see here, this one is going to say insufficient gas because, like I said, I'm burning this account. But like if you did that, so it would bring it up, it would buy that Sol for you. So let's just click on start here. Yeah, so let's see here. So you're going to go into Sniper, and you can click Migration Sniper. You don't need to worry about anything like that. If you click on Sniper, you don't need to do copy trade. You do want to do like settings. You can go to settings. So here's one of the things. So you can click on fast, okay, or turbo. Either one of those is good. So you're going to want to go into there and click fast or turbo. And right here, so it's got MEV protection buys. Okay, this will be like your P&L. You can show stuff like that. And let's see here. So let's say we want to buy a token. So this is all you do. You don't need to click buy actually. So if you want to sell a token, you're literally going to all you're going to do is click the contract address in there. Recap how to lower your buy amount. Yeah, yeah, I can actually, no problem. Let's go to start again. Um, yeah, so let's see here. Limit orders, I believe. No. Let's see here. Okay, so yes, so let's go to start. Okay, and so let's go to settings. And let's go to buy settings. and right here. So if you click on the pencil, so if you follow me right there, remember what I just did? I went to settings, and then I went to buy settings, and then I clicked 1.25 sol. Or no, say I'll click 10 sol for you. Okay. So then it says change the value of the buy amount. So in the text box, you can put 0.02 sol. And now on your thing, it's changed to 0.02 sol. Okay. So that's that. Yeah. Yep. Easy as that. Okay. And so I'm all here for this, but this is the thing. All you have to do is this is the game. So this doesn't even have to be showed to you, because I'm gonna show you this. But buy and sell. So we're gonna go ahead and minimize this. But this for buying and selling. So all you need to do is go in there, set your slippage number one, set it to 13 or 15%. Set your setting on horse or turbo. Okay, this is the simplest way. There's obviously more options in this. Set it to turbo or set it to horse. Both are fast, race horse, and we're gonna get into it. Yeah, I use it sometimes. So, guys, have you ever seen? Okay, what was asked is, what is the auto sniper? So yes, we can use this in a bull run. I do. There's a reason why there's like 30,000 solo on that, 30,000 on there. I don't use that much. I don't gamble like that. I'm not a gambler. Yes, you can use that. It is a little bit more complicated. We're going to go over it. Here's how I look at today. You guys know I'm so with YouTube. I'm getting better as the days go. You guys know that. But one of the things is it is a auto snipe. So there was like one thing, for instance, you can snipe launches. Okay, and so if we'll go into it, but yes, you can snipe launches. Like if you've ever seen BitGet and you're like, dude, that thing started at 0.05 cents, but within 15 minutes it did like a 30x. You can snipe that on here, and it doesn't matter the chain. Remember, I can show you, we can do BNB. There's a BNB bot, there's a base bot, there's a, base is wrapped either anyway, but anyways, there's all these different bots. This one is just the Solana bot, so we'll get into it. But yes, you can snipe launches, and yes. So yes, you can get the CA, but a lot of times some stuff is leaked. So here's how it goes. So actually, a lot of times there will be the tokens you can find. Sometimes you can find a token before it launches. One of the ones I sniped was Ray Lewis's. He's a football player for the Ravens. For those that don't know, that aren't from the USA, Ray Lewis had one. It didn't fare so good, but I made a good amount of money on it. But his meme coin didn't stick. But it was, it was a good play. It was a good play, made money. But it just didn't stick for like long term, like making it on a tier one or nothing. But there was rumors. He was on his X. He says, he's going to be releasing it tomorrow. Well, when we I looked there, scanned it, found a Ray Lewis token. Now, of course, other people are going to try to do the same thing because they know he's launching one, so they're going to create fake ones. And you do your research. Now, this is completely not something I recommend doing by yourself, but you find which one, oh, this is the real one. This one's got to be the real one. And you can literally set it to auto snipe. So as soon as that thing trades, it catches the bottom of it. And so like there's different ways you can use these bots. Different bots do different things. But yeah, so like Ray Lewis's was an example. His token was on a night before his official debut of the token. So like you actually could have bought his token the day before, which I did. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So there's a yeah, so yeah, you can get the yes, so you would get the contract address, of course. Yes, you do need a contract address. But you can find that on DEX Screener. Like Ray Lewis's meme coin, the contract address was already here on DEX Screener before he went public with the token. So guys, like that's the same thing with Trump's like meme coin and stuff. So it'll actually be on DEX Screener prior to the launch. So you can actually snipe that launch. So that's what's kind of cool about it. Now, I'm not saying we're going to get a bunch of snipe launches this cycle. I'm just saying that, yes, that's you can auto set it up, and it is a little bit complicated to go into and just today, but I can go into it. Yeah, no. So you can do coin, not just coin market cap. No, usually from DEX screeners where you would get it. But yes, absolutely, it is a dangerous game there. But no, you can snipe different launches, just depending. So like say like there's a token on here that hasn't launched, you can literally set it to snipe that launch. But anyways, that's a little bit more. We're not going to be so focused on that, right? Like focus on sniping launches this late. But if something comes up, I'll absolutely key the group in, and we can talk about that too. But like I said, the main things are going to be buy amounts. So you can change your buy amounts there, but this is all we're going to do. So we're going to get rid of this. So you guys know, set your slippage, put it on turbo or rocket. I like rocket. Why not rocket? Either one works, but and then you're good to go. So you've got your custom buy settings. So whenever you want to do something, click the refresh button. Okay. So when you click start, click refresh. Okay. Just refresh. If you want to go back to the main page, always click refresh. Okay. And then if you want to see your positions, click on positions. Okay. Remember, that's going to show you your positions. Like, see, these are just some of like the main ones here. Like I said, like this is a play account that I'm burning. It's just 26,000. I'm burning this one, but yeah, so there you go. You can click on which ones you want to sell. Mass still, I mean, me and a few people did pretty well with mass, but it just depends. So if you click and it's got a green check mark, that means you're selling it. So if I click sell 100%, it's going to sell it. Okay, and then it's going to tell me my P&L for that trade right here in a picture. Okay, so as soon as you sell, so if I click TARS AI, boom, real quick, click sell 100%, boom, it's going to sell at 100%, just like that. Okay, so that's how that works. Also, I wanted to go up here. So the way you buy, okay, I'm going to just square this up real quick, okay, because I need to get here. So right here. So let me go back to a Solana token. Okay, like rare coin. This one looks like it's got decent meta. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Look at that. So I told you without even looking at the market cap, decent meta off the bat. Look at that. Rare coin. Do you see like the whole, like, dude, that's trippy. It's got good art. This would have been one. I haven't been on DEX Screener. I've been with you guys, trading. But look at the pennant forming on this one. Now we don't know. We don't know where this one's going to go, but this is very simple TA here. Let me see where. Shit, I'm gonna do that. Let me get rid of that. Come on. Let me get rid of that. But like you can see, this very basic TA. Nothing fancy here. But you can absolutely see. Yep, and I mean, you see it kind of going great, but like it's got good. Come on. Anyways, I don't want to take out this part. But anyways, this is where you go. So let me do this first, and then I'll do that last TA with you. So rare coin, you click right here. Okay, so look, the contract address will already be there for you. So all you need to do is copy it. But if you need to, you can type it in DEX Screener right here. So like, watch this. I'm going to copy this, right? So address copied to clipboard. All you do is copy and paste that to your Telegram Trojan bot. So you copy the contract address, boom. You literally go to your Trojan bot and click enter, and then it comes up buy, and then you click on buy which amount. So buy 0.25 SOL, check, and then click buy, and it literally buys your token for you. And you do the same thing. So you put the contract address in again, and you click sell token. Okay, and you can actually have it up and waiting. And so we're going to be doing that on our trading day. We're going to take tomorrow too to go into this and kind of look at how you trade on DEX. But that's all you have to do. So like as you see, this one's kind of running pretty good. but had its run. But like right here, you could have done that that TA there. But anyways, if you get rid of those, so like you can kind of look at ones that got meta. But I wouldn't advise doing this by yourself. It is addicting because you guys are going to see that these things happen super fast. Okay, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I just made 200% really quick, but you can lose it really quick. So also it helps you trade on these. And just so you guys see, aerodrome, aerodrome is being used like crazy, by the way, guys. Look at that. For even if AVNT, they're trading on aerodrome. So they're trading on the DEX, aerodrome. This is just the screener. But yeah, guys, so that's a little bit of what I have here. Let's go and check AVNT, shall we? Should we just check it since it's like a play that we've been looking at? Should we? Should we check it out? Oh, maybe a little beautiful. See, guys, look at the TA here. So I'm going to start doing this with the group more like actual. I'm going to bring up TradingView and start doing that. And I have something important to talk about tonight with you guys. So I'm not going to take too long. This is not our trading day. The reason why I say is the market's not, as you see, it's not doing so much. We're not going to lose capital. We're not in it. There's been some great trades made all around. I know everybody's trading and doing their best. But look at this right here before we go. Look at the easy TA here. Look at this easy TA. I know. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm making this quick. Like, if I wanted to be, like, take 5 days with it, I could. But let's see. Close enough. Lift that up a little bit. But anyways, look at the TA, guys. The pennant right there. I mean, you guys see it? Look at that. Boom. Broke up, kind of consolidated, another really push up. And now it's looking to be forming another one here. So, like AV&T, we need to see how that kind of like forms, how far that trend line kind of comes out here. This is on the 4 hourly. You know, you can kind of monitor. There's like, say if it was to stop here, but I said anyways, you can kind of fool around with that, but we're not doing any TA on AV&T on the 4 hour. This one's been acting a little crazy. But with meme coins, meme coin traders are so psychological. This is what I wanted to say before I leave. I've done this for a long time, and meme coin traders, they are some of the most basic TA people that you have. And so they are maybe a little bit too simple for me. I don't try to overcomplicate things either, but anyways, if I can get this from CMV, let me square this up. So if you were to see here, I mean, you can kind of get an idea of kind of where that is, but you know, you can kind of get here. Let's see. Anyways, I'm not gonna fool around with this, but you guys see, you guys can kind of check that out, and so, you know, you can kind of fool around with this, but I mean, meme coins more so. I mean, yes, I mean this TA is valid for other things, but meme coins love to trade in these pins. So this is not a meme coin. Do your own research, and yes, we do our own TA. Um, but you know, in general, I'm not going to fool around with it much more. But I mean, you can kind of get a grasp of that. Just very basic TA that works. I mean, look at AV&T. I mean, it was perfect. I mean, if you had literally bought here, if you had started to draw the pennant here, and you said, okay, here's the pennant, and you kind of drew it down as you saw these, and boom, you would have caught that whole uptrend. And so Dex Screener allows you to. So like AV&T kind of looks like it's going to trade inside this range. Yeah, so like 4 hours. So like right now it's down like $1.55. Like that could hold. We got to see. But this isn't the T. But meme coins love this pattern. More than an actual token, meme coins love this pattern. Okay, so let's see. All right. All right. StreamYard. All right, guys. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna get out of this. So I'm gonna take that out. All right. So sorry about that, guys. All right. So look, everybody. All right. So what is it? Okay. So I was sorry. I'm pulling some stuff off. So look, everybody. Just Anyways, look. So we're gonna be doing some Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust it for you. Thank you, guys. Um, so, Anyways, I just want to say this, guys. So there's a couple things I want to talk about on the voice chat tonight. I know some people aren't going to be here. The deck screener, we can go over as many times as we need to. This isn't really a concern for me. The deck screener, we can go over as many times as we want. And so that's just the basics. It is super basic. The deck screener is just like working your own, exchange, like for, sex for the first time, like CEX. It's very simple. You just set your slippage. The main things you need to know is like what you want to set your slippage. It's generally 13 to 15%. Some people do 10 if they're a little tighter. It just depends, but I've known 13 and 15% to work out very well, especially for executing the trade. Another thing is setting your buy and sells. What do you want to buy? Like 0.25, 0.1, 0.01. And also, the next thing is you literally paste the contract address in without you needing to go in and click buy or click this. As soon as you paste the contract address in, it'll come up with that contract address. It'll tell you the name of the token, and it'll ask you how much you want to buy. And then you literally click buy 0.25 SOL, and it does it for you. That's it. You literally paste the contract address in and literally click buy. So that's all it takes. It's simple as that. Everybody, I just want to say I appreciate everybody for being here. This was a trial and run error on the deck screener just as a start. So I know some people can't be here. We're going to get some times up. Also, this is just a start, so we're going to talk more. I can talk to you guys here. So we are about to end. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and end this. Everybody, let's get out of here. Peace out for the night. Everybody have a good evening. If you have any questions before then, meet me on the one-on-one. We can do more. Okay. Also, like I said, there's some macro stuff to talk about, what we have to look forward to in Q4. And this is really something to do when the market is hot. These things run. It's just a fact. It's been going on. It's part of our culture. So, like I said, it's something that we're gonna have to look out for. Okay, so I'll be doing another video, and this one tighten the video up. Everybody have a good one, and I'll talk to you all soon. All right, peace out, guys. Talk to you soon. Let me see.